Hey everybody, what's crack-a-lacking? Hey, we've had some stuff going on the sun, had some big eruptions going on. We've had some other stuff happening today too. We're going to take a look at some sunspots. We're going to take a look at the Earth without water. I've been getting a lot of questions about that, so we're going to take a look at that too, because it helps us understand what's going on with the sun, also with how the equatorial regions rotate faster. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. And somebody give me a 5 for 5, and we'll get into it. And yes, please share this out if you would. It really does help when you guys do that. I see a clear uh, traffic increase through the channel when you guys do. It's an analytical point that we can actually look at in the back office, and it does help. So just know it doesn't fall on deaf ears when you guys do that. I know sometimes it kind of feels like that because of just the overall size of the internet in general. Um, kind of makes us feel, small and insignificant in a lot of ways when we were talking about stuff like that. Hey, Brian, good to see you. No, we're just talking about what's been going on the sun, man. And we're going to get into it. We do have some things that could be coming at us and some things that are definitely not. Hey, IG, good to see you. Um, Something else too, guys. Hey, on my audio, can you guys tell? I mean, does it sound okay? Are we 5 for 5, like 5 for 5, or is it like kind of all over the place? Does it sound scratchy? Does it sound anything? Just give me some feedback on that if you could. I would appreciate that. I don't want to make you guys like listen to a bunch of junk. If you know what I'm talking about, I try to make sure that we have some good stuff here. You know, doing all that kind of thing. So we're 5 for 5. Good. Guys, you guys don't know Isaiah's granny. She's a mod over on Ron's channel. Guys, get over to Emergency Management Associates. Check out his earthquake reports every day, and he does a lot of other things too over there with prepping and things like that. So get over and check him out. He's a really good dude and knows what he's talking about. He does some really good reporting over there. So I would just say that now. All right. So yeah, guys. I mean, you're looking at a blast that I showed you guys the other day, and yeah, it's a big one. And I'm showing it to you for a reason. Okay. I want you guys to understand how this is working right now because I get a lot of questions on this right here. This occulter disc. This really throws people for a loop. And rightfully so, really, if you think about what we're trying to explain here. But as I talk about this, I do want to ask you guys a question in the chat there too. If you guys give me some feedback on this too. Last night I heard something just like screech across the sky, right? It was about, I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I get up, I kind of look out the window, didn't see nothing, so I went outside, and I looked up, and, I mean, it was beautiful outside. It was clear skies where I was at, stars everywhere, and I seen this trail. One wide, low trail. Now, I can't confirm anything, or like a fireball or anything like that, but that's definitely what it looked like. I took some pictures of it, and I tried to take video of it, but my camera on my phone didn't take a very good image at night. Now, I can take like still shots and change it to night mode, but for some reason my camera, I need to get an app. I probably do. I just got to start up one of my apps and put it in night mode when I record. But what I'm saying is, this thing, it was, yeah. You know what? I might be able to show it to you guys here in just a few minutes. So hang on to that thought, because I do want to show it to you, because it started from the southwestern sky and headed over towards, it was heading northeast. Okay? And it wasn't very long, but it was like wide and tapered. Like, it looked like the tail of a fireball. Now, I didn't see no fireball, okay? Let me just say that straight, foremost, and all of that. I watch your show so much, I asked my wife 5 by 5 to see if she hears me. That's a good one, Kevin. That's awesome. Oh wow, that's cool. Anyway, it was low enough that it drew my attention. That, and it was the only thing in the sky. Okay, seriously, it was stars everywhere else, and it only took it just a very few minutes to go across the whole sky and go out of view for me. So that's basically, I'm saying that because it's telling me that would be a lower altitude. Because if it's up higher and you're seeing it move like that, typically, if you see it go across the sky up there, it's going to take it takes a little extra time. So it almost looked, okay, and I'm not trying to say anything, it was a fireball or anything, because I didn't hear anything on the radio today. But I'm asking you guys because I just want to know if you guys seen anything. Yeah, we do get a lot of meteor showers. But yeah, I was just curious, and I live in Indiana, so if you guys are in my region, let me know. Something else too that's really cool that's going on right now. Well, it's cool and it's not. The two astronauts up on the ISS, and I know there's people in here that don't believe that thing is whatever it is. So I'm going to kind of set that aside for a minute, and we're going to talk about what we're seeing up there right now. And you're welcome to have whatever opinion. I'm not saying anything like that, so don't think that. People have different opinions on a lot of different things here. We just don't get rude and mean with each other. So, but the pod that they went up on that was built by Boeing was damaged, and they were only supposed to be up there, I believe, for like 8 days. And most of you guys already know this story. But today, they undocked it, and they're bringing it back without the astronauts. So, and I think they've been up there for months. So probably my guess is, and they've been working on like a plan to be able to get them back into that pod and get them back down to Earth with what they had up there. Kind of like a very low-key Apollo 13 type of situation, where they were trying certain things out, this, that, and seeing what was going on. Picture of what? Of the trail? Yeah, I'm gonna have to download that from my Google Photos real quick. I can do that. If you guys want me to do that here in just a second, I will. But I'll download that when I get roll call about halfway through here, okay? But with that pod, guys, I mean, that's a big deal. Those astronauts are now up there with no way home. So obviously they got to send somebody back up there to get them. And that's most likely, obviously, that's what's going to have to happen. So they did undock it. I watched it live earlier today. Matter of fact, just a little while ago. So yeah. 93 high wages, what's up? What is cracking? Is it landing right now, Nikki? Okay. Yeah, because I knew that they were bringing it back. Well, I watched them undock it and they were bringing it back. But if it's already landing, that's pretty cool. Okay. Anyway. Now, so I want to talk about this for a minute. This is that big eruption from yesterday, or on the 5th, okay? Oh, crap. Give me 1 second, guys. We can't be having that. Give me 1 second here. You guys are going to have some dead air for like 10 seconds. I got to go get my charger. Sorry, guys. Daggone it. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. That was crazy. That was stupid. Hey, you know what, though? That's real life, guys. I don't try to You know, some people would be like, "Hey guys, hold on a second. I'm doing this," and they're really not doing that. They're just doing whatever, right? I, to be honest with you, I don't care. I'm just going to tell everybody what's going on. I don't know why people don't. They get embarrassed. They think it's making them look bad, and it's really not. What makes them look worse is when they sit here and lie to people. I think it's funny when they don't think that nobody can see that they're lying. It's ridiculous. I've been on this planet almost 50 years now, and I can tell you one thing. Uh, yeah, I can tell when people are, and I don't mess with it. Somebody wants to lie to me, I don't call them out on it or anything. Typically, I just walk away and don't revisit. You know what I'm saying? But we are plugged back in and going now. That's real life around Wage's house, guys. My charger was in the other room because I had to move my setup in there for a minute. Anyway. But yeah, guys, so we got this eruption going on right here. And this is more than just one. And I'm bringing this up because this sunspot's going to be turning in to look at Earth here in probably like a week. And this sunspot is very, very active. Matter of fact, they're already calling it a hyperactive sunspot. And this sunspot's on the backside. Okay? Now, with that being said, you know, the thing could like really stable out before it turns and looks at us. Or it could do the opposite. It can become more active and start, you know, harboring enough energy to start blasting off X flares and stuff again. And that's what it's doing currently. It's just a constant crackle. Now, I've shown you guys those before, the constant crackle sunspots. Now, so let me go here, and what you're going, I want you guys to see this. This is only a couple days. This is like a 2-day time lapse, okay? And I want you guys to understand that too. I haven't explained this in a minute, and today we have enough space here to talk about that for a second. This is a time lapse. This is not a movie. Sometimes they'll call it a movie tool, but that's not what this is. This is not 60 frames a second. Or nowadays, it's way higher than that. But you guys get what I'm saying here. What we're getting here on SDO, and every satellite is typically different. Okay? What we're getting here, this is 955, right? If I go to the next image, 1005. Next image, 1015. You're getting one image every 10 minutes. So instead of like a movie tool or like a movie, it's more like a flip book. And I point that out, you know, for what we're doing, what we see and what we get to see and look at here is sufficient, okay? I will say that before I go any further than that. But there's still 10 minutes of imaging in between each image that we don't get to see. Now, I would imagine, and I'm almost positive about this, wherever this data is relayed back to, they're seeing it every minute, right? They're seeing all of it. And the reason they can't broadcast that out in real time is simply the fact it takes too much bandwidth. They just can't do it. It's almost impossible to get that kind of a signal from these satellites, right? Especially if you're talking about like where stereo A used to be. Okay, let me show you where stereo A used to be. Let me back this off. This right here, that satellite is SOHO. It's right out in front of us. That's 1,000,000 miles away from us, guys. It's 1,000,000 miles closer to the sun. So it's almost, how can I say this? Unrealistic to think that we could get immediate, real-time, down to the second imaging. Now that's obviously the ultimate goal. If they can figure that out, and they may have real close to that they get to look at. But another reason why we don't get to see anything more than like 10 minutes here. Now you could go to a different website and you could probably see them every 4 minutes, but you're not going to see every like 60 frames a second. And the reason why that we don't get to see at that level is because they would have to drop the resolution down so far that it would just be such a nasty looking image. It would do nobody any good. They would have to drop it down that far so we can actually see each image in a movie tool running like this. Okay? So I point that out because people ask me that question all the time. Well, it's missing time. It's missing time. Well, it's not missing time. Okay? Before anybody out there thinks that something's missing time, please go look at the raw data. Okay? The tool, this model, might not have it all there. Okay? That happens frequently. But if you go to the right websites to where this data is being collected, you can see all of the data. This model is here for one reason: to give us a visual representation and try to help us understand visually what is going on. The real ingredients that we need to learn and things like that is the data. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and bore you with data, right? I mean, nobody wants to sit here and watch a graph all day long. Like, well, I got one of them pulled up here, right? If I came on and showed you this graph and started talking, I mean, I get about 2 people and it'd be done. I mean, it'd make it about that far, right? Yeah, we're learning, and this is one of those things, but we still have to be at some level entertained. You know what I mean? You just have to. It's just part of it. If you're bored, you're going to be bored. You're not going to pay attention. So that's just what I'll say on that end of it. Hey, Steven, good to see you, bud. Guys, there you go. He says, smash that like button, Kool-Aid Krew. Heck yeah, baby. He's been a member for 4 months. Every month, guys, you guys get a free super chat. So use it. I tell everybody that all the time. Use that free super chat, guys. Once a month, they give you a free one. Wow. Okay. That's I'm sorry you're going through that, Trevor, man, but man, come on. Let's get some 7s in the chat there for Trevor. Let's get his mood perked up there a little bit. Let's show Trevor some love. Show him that he don't have to worry about stuff like that all night long. You know, we can only do what we can do, Trevor. That's it, brother. I'm telling you. Let all the other stuff sit at the door. Don't let it in your house. Okay? Because you can go out tomorrow morning and fix it. If you know what I'm saying. In other words, sleep on it. Try to fix it. Do the best you can. And if you can't fix it, and you've done the best you can leave it right there, turn around, walk away, and still have your head high. So, just so you know. There you go, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm sure Trevor appreciates that. And hey, let me tell you something else too, Trevor. I mean, I get how that can happen, man. We've all been there, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that, hey, you got support here too. You know, we're here as a family, and that's what we do. So, okay. So, guys, I do want to go to this graph here too. We're getting the 24-hour data dropouts right now on the X-ray, okay? Now, that's because the GOES 16, okay, that satellite, is getting in a position that it can't collect the data for that short amount of time every day. All right, because the GOES system of satellites, they orbit Earth pretty low, okay? So what that does is it increases the chances of the Earth passing between the satellite and the sun. Just because of, you know, the closer you are to the surface, the bigger the Earth is from your perspective, okay? So you got a better chance of getting blocked for a short amount of time. It doesn't happen too many times a year, but when it does, people get freaked out over that particular part here. And it's a legitimate question to have. You know, when you see, you know, our X-rays are up here close to M class range, just hanging there, And then all of a sudden you get these wham straight down to the basement. And so just let me point this out too. If you ever think something's crazy and weird and you're looking at the data, right? First thing that you should do is see if it happened very close to the same time, either the day before or the day after you notice it. Chances are, if it happened almost 24 hours apart, 23 hours, 22 hours, close to that, most of the time it can be very, very much explained really, really quick that whatever's collecting data is just in a position that it can't for that short amount of time. So if it's a sequential, every 24 hours for days in a row, you can pretty much bank that it's something like that. And you can also just go to the websites, guys, and they put out news on their own products, okay? You can go to Soho and it'll tell you, hey, or SDO does it really well, okay? Like this is SDO here. And if we go to the home page on SDO, I'll go up here and we'll just do it. Gotta hit home, right? Look here. You can come down here and they put the news out for this satellite over here. So something, if they're expecting like when eclipse season happens on SDO twice a year, they always post it over here. Hey guys, eclipse season's happening. Please, don't think something's crazy here, as this is expected, right? And they usually give you a couple weeks advance notice, hey, this is coming. But, yeah. So, we'll just do, that's just what's going on with that. Now, here, again, guys, this says, where is SDO? This is how the satellite orbits. Does this figure 8 pattern. And I'm showing this to you so you guys can understand that it's trying to broadcast this data back down here to White Sands. So if the satellite's in a position, this is, again, another reason why we don't get real time. Because if it's in a position, like if this was not in geosynchronistic orbit, which would mean that it's not going to stay over the same part of the planet at all times, like this one does, right? So because this one stays here, it limits the amount of time that it misses data. And let me explain. If it wasn't doing this figure 8 pattern, that's there basically to decrease the amount of days we have an eclipse on this satellite. Because this satellite is doing this pattern, orbiting Earth at 15 degrees an hour, which is the exact same speed that we rotate around our axis. It's called geosynchronistic orbit. Okay? With that said, that satellite also turns its head or keeps its eye turned to the sun. Okay? So if you look at this satellite, you see how this is kind of rotating like that? Not only is it kind of, I guess, spinning, if you want to use those words, but it's doing a figure 8 pattern right here, and it's moving at 15 degrees an hour as it orbits us. So it keeps it over that same spot, but the advantage to this is that we do get pretty close to real time as you can get on most things, okay, because it stays over the same spot here. And it's able to relay its data back. So the only time that we miss data over here, we don't get data from SDO, is when the eclipse is actually happening, which is typically only like a half hour once a day for, I can't remember how many days. And sometimes it's not even a half hour. So, yeah. So that's what's going on with that. Now, and I'm explaining these things to you tonight because, with the spacecraft up there letting go on ISS and coming back, that's a big deal, guys. It really truly is. Could you imagine being up there as those two astronauts thinking you're going to be there for 8 days? I think it's what they were supposed to be there for. And now you've been up there for months and then just took your ride home. I don't mean to chuckle or anything like that, but that's one of those nervous kind of chuckles, right? I couldn't imagine. I'd be like, whoa, hold on, boys. Where's Tom Hanks at? Gary Sinise. We're going to fix this with some socks and duct tape, and we're coming back. Just saying. But no, for real. It would freak me out. I know that. You know, if I'm ever so lucky to be able to get to space, that'd be awesome. But I get some of you guys don't believe in space. I understand. You know, you're welcome to have whatever opinion. Like I said, I'm not going to judge anybody, but that's just not what I believe. So, all right, now, so if we come back here to seeds again, this is today. Now you're going to see small little right there. That was a good example of one. Hold on, I'll pause it when it does it again. Hold on. Right there. Okay, you see this? That's a CME, guys. Now I can't tell you if it's coming off the front, going off the back. I don't know. But then they're not very significant right now either. They're not very big. So I'm not too concerned about coronal mass ejections giving us any kind of geomagnetic storms right now. But I will say that we're still having geomagnetic activity. Okay, and I can show you that here on the Discover data. Right? I mean, look, everything's moving. This is what I call popcorn. When this thing gets a data reading, it plots it as a dot. Okay? So when you get readings that are the same multiple times in a row, they start to do this. See this black line? If you look at that box right there, where see the 7, it'll stay 7 for multiple times in a row there, then it'll bump to an 8, 6, that kind of thing. So when we're seeing things go from negative to positive, it starts bouncing around and it looks like popcorn. That's why I call it popcorn. All it means is simply is that the data that we're currently looking at, whether it's the density or the speed or the phi angle, it means it's fluctuating in a more than stable or more than normal condition. So when I tell you guys that, that's what I'm saying. But you can see where we got the -6. That is that threshold that we look for. That means that we're really going to be sucking in the geomagnetic activity if we get hit with something, right? And it doesn't have to be a coronal mass ejection, guys. It can be a coronal hole stream. The phi angle could yank on us real hard, right? This right here. The phi angle is the actual polarity inside the solar wind. Understand that everything that I'm talking about is magnetics. I'm saying polarity all the time. When you hear that word polarity, you have to think magnetics. So, but I do want to show you this too. I didn't put this in the title, but I want to bring this up. Okay, this is the Earth, right? And this is the Earth without water. Okay, that's what the Earth would look at like without water. This is why they call it an oblique spheroid. For all intents and purposes, if you were to back up at all, this would look almost like a perfect sphere. It's not, right? And yes, we all know the whole thing with the analogy that Mr. Tyson used with the pear. This does not look like a pear. He used that because there's really no other analogy out there to kind of use. But just understand that this is what the Earth would look like without no water. It's a rock, okay? And again, I brought that up for this reason. That's a rock. This is not, okay? Let me go back here to the AIA here. Or the A1A Beachfront Avenue. Ice, ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Just kidding. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to bounce off of that one. We'll just go back here. Okay. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Right? Alright. So, alright. 211 right there. Now, okay. So, this is not a rock. This is why the sun's able to, the equatorial regions are able to rotate faster than the poles. It's not bound down like a rock. This is all connected, right? So the middle of the Earth, the equatorial region of the Earth, will not It's going to rotate at 15 degrees an hour, just like it does up at the pole area. Okay? Because it's a rock. Yes, there's other stuff inside in the core, and yes, there's water on the surface. So, but if you were to strip that down, that's why you don't see that. This is why when we see magnetic anomalies here on our planet, we can't just look and say, hey, the equatorial regions are rotating faster. It's starting to pull those magnetic lines, and that's what's happening over here on SDO. Okay? The magnetic field lines start vertical. And as the sun cycle progresses, because the equatorial region rotates faster, it starts to pull those lines. And as time goes on and on and on and on and on and on, it starts pulling them more and more horizontal. So we start to see sunspots up here and down here, what we would call high latitudes. And then as it gets down towards the sun cycle starts ramping up and time goes on, then you're looking at mid latitudes, and they typically, the lines in the north and south will line up pretty close to one another, okay, as far as distance from the pole or the equator. And then when we have the polarity flip, when that field line meets in the middle, right, or wherever it's going to meet at, close to the middle anyway, it flips. We have a new sun cycle. Okay? Now, nowadays what they do is they won't tell you exactly when that sun cycle happened until 2 or 3 months after it has already started. Because they go back and analyze all of the data to make sure that they get the sun cycle part of it right. Which is why when I see these down here, the sun cycles that we typically talk about, right? Here, when we see it over here, I can grab this and we can go back all the way back to 1800, right? But the technology has advanced so far, we can now be way more accurate. So that's the point here, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and I'm not going to waste your time on the Discover data here, guys. So it's just no sense in that. Well, let's see here. What's he talking? Yep, okay, yep. He's talking about that too. The Starliner returns to Earth tonight. There's live coverage here for you guys. I think it's already did it. I think Nikki was telling us that in the chat earlier. But yeah. Hey, Ron. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Trish. Hey, guys. Give me a roll call in there if you could. I would much appreciate that. And I was going to go grab that photo of what was in my sky. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay? I am going to go do that, okay? But give me a second here. I want to give you guys something to at least... something to look at here. Let's do this, and then... Alright, I'll leave you guys right there. I'm going to be talking to you. I just can't... you'll just have to look at this for a second. So give me 1 second. This won't take long, I promise. I will make it as fast as I can. Fast as you can. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Right? Ain't that what they said? Or how it goes? Am I correct or not? I don't know. Am I? Oh my goodness. Okay. Where we all from here? Wyoming, Indiana. Good to see you, Deb. Good to see you, Mary. Rocky Top. Unmanned. Yep, that spacecraft is right now, if that's what you guys are talking about. West Central, where did you say this from? I missed that one. Sorry. Let's go on here. Jeff Willis, 80. My son did basic training. Fort Lost. Interesting, IG. Christchurch, New Zealand. Good to see you, Tigers. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. You are awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So, I'm going to download this really quick like. Okay. And again, guys, just give me 1 second here. Okay, and I think I got it, by golly. Mr. Cleaver, where's the beef at? He's been sore at me for weeks. Just kidding, by the way. All right. Okay, so let me get you guys back over to show you what I'm looking at here. All right. Let's just go ahead and fade that back in. All right, guys. I went outside, like I said, about 1 o'clock. I heard this big noise. And this is what I see when I come outside. If you were to, actually, you can see 2 stars right here. Okay? And I zoomed in, put some filters on this. You see how low that is? This is my garage. That's a tree that stands. That's a tall tree. Okay? I don't... this is not inside the tree. Even though it kind of looks like it, it's not. It's a good distance above this tree. But this is all that was in the sky. So, you tell me. Hey, Heather Joy. Thank you. Wow. What a super chat. Good to see you, girl. Thank you. So cool. Really do appreciate that, Heather. I'm not kidding. I mean, awesome. Thank you so much. You guys, you know, you guys embarrass me sometimes. And you guys get me from time to time. I'll tell you that much. Hold on 1 second here. I need to, I hit the wrong button, so give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. I need to get my chat back up here. Here. I need to, yeah, hearing double there, me, huh? All right, let's, scroll up here. I don't know if did it put it up there or not, or do I have to change it again? Yeah, I gotta change it. Daggone it. Give me 1 second. I am so sorry, you guys. I feel like a rookie. I'm not kidding. Feel like a rookie here. So let me pop that chat out. Anybody that's ever tried to live stream, Heather, you know what I'm talking about. It definitely, you run into things that you never would have thought would ever be an issue. And they end up being an issue somehow. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And guys, please hit that like button. It really does help. And sorry about the dead air here. I don't mean for it to be. Oh, goodness. Let me go back to here. Where am I at? Get that back up there. Because I tell you what, people get on me all the time for saying thank you. And I don't want to like just continually say thank you. But I am not. You will never ever hear me not say thank you. Okay? I will at least stop for a second or two. And I think that most people that do live streams would agree with me that you it's just rude if you don't stop and say thanks. I mean, you know, my mama raised me better than that. I guess. If you want to use those words. Okay. So, yeah. Oop. Daggone it. I did that again. Wow. Hold on. Man. I am sorry, guys. Wow. Okay. Copy. And let's paste. Alright. Man. About to get a little perturbed here at myself. Alright. There we go. Okay. So now I think I can do it. Let's bring this back over. Bring that back over. We're going to bring this back over, and here we go. Okay. So now I should be able to highlight. Callie, thank you. Yep. there's Callie's. Thank you so much for that. Awesome, 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 awesome. Thank you so much. And let's get Heather's super sticker up there. That's a cool one. It's one of my favorite ones, Heather. It really is. I think it's cool. Also, I want to say thanks to Genius by Birth. She left the super thanks. I think it was like 2 videos ago. You guys probably know who Genius is, so yeah. Genius by Birth. She's always doing all kinds of things here. She's here almost every time. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Hey, Trish. Planet Hermit's here. Heck yeah, baby. Surgery. Now we can start the party. Surgery's here. Let's start the party. Most time he's at work, listening to what's going on. So, talk about dedication. That's some dedication right there. So thank you for that. Thank you for being a mod. All my mods, I love all my mods. You guys are awesome. Okay. Also, guys, I want to talk about this too. This is cool right here. This is that solar sail. Right? Ain't that what they call it? The solar, yeah. The solar sail system. Basically what they do is, this is what they've been thinking of using if we detect a big, huge asteroid coming our way and it's still out far enough. We can actually send these cells out to it, and it's supposed to knock it off course. By what? The solar wind, heat, and everything else. But yeah, this is it. They actually purposely put it up there, and I guess it's tumbling on purpose, from what I understand. So that's what it looks like in the sky. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff there, guys. It truly is. I always get fascinated with stuff like this. Of course, I've always been fascinated with space since I was a kid. But anyway. Okay. So, let's see what we got. And again, guys, I don't have much. We've had some other stuff happening today, too. We're going to take a look. You guys want to listen to me, like, triple thing here? I will be doing a members only tomorrow. I was trying to do it earlier this week. Could not get it done. I just couldn't, guys. So, just too much going on. I had so much stuff going on. I'm not even going to get into it. But, we will be doing a members only. So, if you're not a member and you'd like to be, please do. We've been watching Zoom Court. And, we had a lot of fun. I know I've been saying it for like a week. Also, I will be announcing the winners of the decks of cards. I'll be announcing that tomorrow. I'm going to go back and make sure my information's right and who actually won it. If I do say your account name, you'll need to email me and email me your address so I can mail them to you. Okay? So just kind of remember that. But and again, guys, hey, Kathy, aloha. Robert House, what's happening? Alan G. Guys, you guys are so cool. It really truly is when I see, like AA Ron comes up in here and busts out like 10 memberships. Planet Hermit dropped 50. Yeah, what was it 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago? Planet Hermit. Matter of fact, I think was that Heather Joy that said that she had never seen one that big. That's the second time that they did that, Heather. If you're listening to me here. But I also want to say this. It is just as important to me for anybody that I'm just as appreciative for somebody that just says, hey, I'm a member. $4. Right? So, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Oh, hey, Kay, thank you. Wow, yep, you gifted memberships the other day, too. See? Thank you. Thank you for that one, too. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, guys. Who got that one? Viv B got it. Heck yeah. Hey, the badges there, guys, that whoever has the orange ones, if you're coming up to your 6th month, it's going to change to blue. You'll be blue Kool-Aid, like I used to be. I picked that for a reason. That 6-month threshold, because, yeah, after that, we won't be able to get to another badge till a year. So it'll be another 6 months for the next badge. But, it's cool. And guys, that makes a huge difference. It really does. The memberships makes a huge difference. I feel like I can just I don't have to worry about being like on point. Now, I know I've squirreled around a little bit here today, and I knew I was going to because I had so much stuff going on in my around my house right now. Like I had to go get my charger and all the other stuff, and I had stuff going on in real life behind me the whole time I've been streaming. So just know that. It gets a little hectic around my house sometimes, guys, and I know you guys understand that. It's just that, I hate to come on here and, and not give you guys a good show. And whether people want to say it or admit it, I see people, because I think it hurts their pride or their ego or something, that they can't just say, hey, I need to be a little bit more entertained or nobody's going to watch, right? I could come out here and start talking about, hey, you guys are going to get gold bars in the mail next week. And if I just said that in a very dry, whatever manner and just kept moving, half the people would still change the channel. You see what I'm saying here, guys? I don't want to watch somebody that's boring. Now, I will say this. Space weather, for the most part, when stuff is, when it's busy, doesn't need anything. You just come on and report it because the space weather itself is entertaining enough. And so, when we have slower days, like kind of like today, and I even considered not doing the show, but I know you guys wanted me here, so that's why I'm here. But, we don't have any like massive geomagnetic storms happening right now. But that's also why I was able to do this for you. And I'll be doing more of those on the days that we have downtime. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that and understood why, understand my method of why I'm doing what I'm doing. But, and guys, I don't have anything else. I swear, there's just nothing going on at this present time, space weather, as far as hitting us right now. Now, I will say, again, guys, that hyperactive sunspot, probably in the next 4 or 5 days, we're going to have to start watching it. And, yeah, so just let me say thanks again to everybody here, guys. Kay, thank you for the gifted membership. Callie, thank you for the super chat. Heather Joy, you're a rock star, girl. Don't ever forget that, okay? I'm serious about that when I say that. You are a true rock star. So, yeah. And I guess I could go over here for you guys. But what do you guys think about that? It literally went across my sky in less than 5 minutes. So what that meant, what that was telling me, is that it was lower. It wasn't real high. I felt like I could like go up underneath it and like somehow go up on a hill and touch it. It's about what it really looked like. So I was very confused. I don't live too far away from Wright Pat Air Force Base. I was wondering if maybe it was some sort of military thing going on. From time to time we get that where I live. It's usually not a big event or anything, but every once in a while we'll see a jet or something like that. And I do have an airport on the south end of our where I live here, but it's a good distance away. So this did not come from our airport. But you can see the stars. That's how clear the night was. It was just so surprising to me when I went outside and I seen that. And I was like, wow, I really wish I had my camera at the ready and was out there when it made the sound. Because I probably would have been able to, give you guys a little bit of something else there. So, all right, guys. Get that notification bell clicked. Anybody that's a member, anybody that's not a member, get that notification bell clicked. Hit all. Okay. Something else I want to show you if you're not a member and you want to be, right here. There's a link in my description box. Click on that. Click on that link, or you can simply go to the chat, and the bottom right there is a money symbol. Okay, you click on that, and then it'll walk you through it. Okay. Hey Trinity, it's all right. You're good. Guys, get over and check out Trinity. I'm telling you guys, I really wish I could get everybody over there because I know everybody would love it. See you, Robert. Anyone have a ring cam? You know, that's a good idea. Good suggestion. Surgery. I didn't even think about that. Thank you, AK. I really do appreciate that. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Yeah, I want to give you guys some sort of a show every day. I know I'm not always able to do that, but I do try. And thank you for recognizing that. I will check on that though, surgery also. Could be Elon, maybe. Cloud Ghost. Okay, okay. Viv, awesome. 2024 RW1 Meteor. Okay. Because I will show you this too. You can report those things right here. This is where I came when I seen it. When I came back in the house, I went over here and I was looking to see what kind of fireballs that were reported, or if we were in any kind of meteor shower. Because Dr. Tony Phillips shows this on his webpage, spaceweather.com. Also, guys, I haven't said this about this app either. Carrington app. Whatever app store you go to, okay, that you use for your devices, there's something called the Carrington app, and it is exactly what you think it is. It's a space weather app. You send out CME alerts and all the above, right? The guy that runs it, it's his app now. I think Ben, it used to be Ben's at Suspicious Observers. It used to be his app, and he sold it to Todd, I believe is how that went, if I remember right. But he gave me a free membership, and he keeps me up to date there, so I get to use the app. I'll try to show it to you guys during the next live stream. Okay, I'll put the app on my PC, and we'll see if we can't take a look at it and get some traffic over there to him. He works hard on that, It's not as easy as what people think it is, guys. Yeah, we're on computers, we're doing whatever we're doing, but it's mentally exhausting sometimes. So, but again, thank you, Kay, thank you, Callie, thank you, AK. Who else donated today? I can't remember who else. Was that it? I'm pretty sure that was all. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. Oh, Genius by Bird with the super thanks. That actually surprised me when they initiated that on YouTube. If you guys don't know, you can leave a super chat in the comment section after the video is already posted. They call it a super thanks. And whenever I see them, I try to shout them out in my next live stream. But I will be back tomorrow, guys. I am going to be doing a members only, and I will be doing a regular stream for everybody also. And remember this too, my thumbnails, my titles, all that stuff, that's all designed and geared towards catching somebody's eye. Okay? I know you guys are going to come here and watch, and I want to make a good product for you too. And at the same time, I want to be able to like grab somebody's attention and say, hey, maybe I'll go check that out for a second. You can see a clear difference in the analytics when you don't do those kinds of things. And so why else would I be here if I'm not trying to get everybody to hear what I have to say, right? It always blows my mind when people get on people for like trying to grow their channel and all that kind of thing. Especially when they're trying to do it the right way and not in such a whatever kind of way. And I hope you guys can appreciate that. I know most of you guys do. And I tell you, my family is blessed. My wife tells me every day, tell those guys thank you. Thank you from me. Thank you from my wife, okay? And I know my wife's not going to be able to listen to this live stream, so I'm going to throw this out here. Our anniversary, and the ladies, you can let me know, and even the men. Our anniversary is coming up in a couple weeks. I think I might, my nickname for her as I was, when we were in the what do they call it? The new throes of love when we were younger. The name I used all the time for her, I called her my angel, right? And definitely, that's exactly who she is to me still today. That's never going to change for me. She is my best friend. She is my angel. She really is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy her a star. I'm not sure if you guys know you can do that. You can buy people stars. They basically, you get a name a star and they send you all this stuff and it's your star. Um, so I think I might do that for her anniversary this year. So if that sounds kind of cheesy, somebody let me know. If not, I'm doing it. Thank you, Grace. Appreciate you. But I try to keep it, that kind of thing. Let's see here. Did my chat screw up? Well, thank you, Grace. I'll tell her you said that. Just Google it, Jeff. I'm serious. Hey, miss. Good to see you. Just not catching you. You think so, miss? You think so, AK? I mean, I don't want to be all corny or nothing, but um, I'm serious about that. I figure, she's my angel. Aren't angels supposed to have stars? I mean, am I wrong? I don't know. 55 minutes late. Oh, you're right on time, Marilyn. Now we got to start all over. I'm just kidding. Go for it, Sarah. Seriously. That's good stuff, man. Well, thank you, miss. Appreciate that. Yeah, Jeff, you can Google, if you just Google buy a star. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Give me a second. I know I'm going way off script here, guys. Okay? Um, just give me a second here. I hope you got that on it. Let me, sorry about that. Didn't mean to give you a black screen there. Um, okay, hold on one second here. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you guys where you can go to get them if you want me to. Give me 1 second, and I will. Let's just transfer you over to that so I can search it out here real quick. Okay, buy a star. You can, guys. It's as seriously. It's as simple. That's the world we live in now. It's as simple as typing it into a search engine somewhere. Buy a star. And the first thing that pops up, and I'll show it to you, is the official star registry. Check it out. Serious. Look at this. Yeah, you get a name a star. So, I'm just saying. And it's not as expensive as you might think it would be. I think they're like $60 to get like the highest one. What they do is they offer you some that are harder to find. They offer you some that are like in a constellation that's easy to find. Bright ones. They even sell you one that binary systems. You get 2 stars. So I mean, it's really cool. It's cool stuff, guys. It really is. You see what's going on here? And they tell you obviously you get the location. So you get a star finder app right here. So you can find the star and show it to them. So it ain't like you're just saying, hey, I named this star for you. Here's a piece of paper. That's all you get to see, right? No. You can actually, they go out here and they show you how to go look at your star. It's really cool. Oh, did you miss? Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Well, thank you, CR. I appreciate that. Yeah, Callie. I tell you, I found a diamond in the rough. I'll tell you that. Well, I can tell you this though. I promise you, I got a bunch of people here in the chat that are that way too. Okay, I got some good people here, men, women, all the above, and yeah, have my own 70-year-old spouse, 35 years. There you go, CR. Awesome. And happy birthday, guys. Let's get what number do you want, Miss? You pick a number. We're gonna throw that number in the chat for you, and then we're gonna sign off here. Okay. Happy birthday, though. Thank you. Thank you for being here on your birthday. It's your birthday. Yeah. Sorry. I am extremely tired. Can you guys tell? I truly am. I'm exhausted, just so you know. Well, there you go, AK. That's cool. Very cool. That's right. Exactly. You want a 58 in there? Alright, let's do that. Hey guys, everybody give her a 58. Put a 58 in the chat for her. It's like that, chat up with that. I'm going to do it like 12 times. Let's just do that. And I know, guys, that guys, I promise you that tomorrow when I wake up and I look at the comment section, somebody's going to be giving me all kinds of crap for not just staying with space weather. Promise. It's just how it goes. It's all good, though. It's all good. There you go. Hey, Big Bugs. Good to see you. Mama J's in the house. There you go. Happy birthday. Aloha, Kathy, Trish. What's up? Planet Hermit, Enlightened Truth. Everybody's here. We got the whole gang. AK, Forever in My Heart. Awesome stuff. Hey, now we have to start over. Leisure's here. Man, we got to start all over, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Oh, I know. I know. We're good. Going hiking, huh? That's cool. Hiking's fun, guys. Don't underestimate going hiking. I'm serious about that. It's good exercise, too. Yep, I kind of feel the same way sometimes, Jeremy, but I do try to. Hey, Deep Quake, good to see you, brother. And thank you for all the gifted memberships that you always have done. I mean, honestly, and just thank you for being here, period. All you guys. There you go. Here we go, Marilyn. I like the attitude. Love it. Oh, crap. What time is it? Alright, hey guys, we got to pop off here. Marfugel's over there. I'm over here just kind of hanging, and here we go, you know? There we go, DPFX. Everybody get over here to Marfugel, please. Let me do this. I could probably just... you guys know who Marfugel is. So guys, let's go over to Marfugel. I think Marfugel News is probably already over. He's probably getting ready to start Marfugel TV, the longer daily show. But I will see you guys there. Love all you guys. God bless. Yahusha saves, and as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid. Happy birthday, miss. Happy birthday, 58, 58. There it is. Can't wait. And away we go. Love you guys. See you guys later.